Last week was Canada Day. There was an online show put on by the city, some fireworks, and even a marshmallow cart. We were able to get down to the streets and ask some local residents what Canada Day meant to them this year.
Working as long as possible, as long as people are coming out to the patio. And then after work, honestly, just chilling. No big celebrations this year. Yeah.
Kind of just relaxing, taking some sun in. Not much we can do, but we can still celebrate in our own ways, right? Spend time with your family and go for ice cream later.
Hello and welcome back to another interview produced by TVC 22. I'm your host, Bruce de la Cruz. Today we are speaking on the Joint Water System project that the municipalities of Clarence-Rockland and Lenation have been working together on for the past several years. Today, to speak with us on this matter is the Mayor of Lenation, Mayor Francois Saint-Amour. How are you, Mr. Mayor?
Just fine, Bruce. Thank you for having me on.
I want to extend my gratitude again for giving us some time to speak on the matter. Let's just jump right into it. My first question is, where are we currently in the process?
Okay, well, it's been a long process, I tell you.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Uncovered, produced by TVC 22. I'm your host, Bruce de la Cruz. Now, most people like to take their weekends and kick back and relax. But on this special occasion for Victoria Levin, that's not the case. Today, Victoria, a 24-year-old woman living in Ottawa, is on a mission. She is biking 100 kilometers from Ottawa all the way to her hometown in Hawkesbury. Now, she is doing this to raise money with the goal of $10,000 and to raise awareness for mental health, all in honor of her late father, who, after having his own battle with mental health, sadly took his own life when Victoria was only 10 years old. To find out more, stay tuned to the rest of this inspirational interview. Going back on the social aspect of the sport, when you're talking about playing 4 times a week, could you talk a little bit about that, the competitiveness, the friendliness between meeting new members?
Definitely. Like I said, it's you get to meet a lot of people that you haven't, neighbors that heard about it.
Hello and welcome back to TVC 22. We are here at the Clarence-Rockland Fire Department speaking to one of the newly hired volunteer firefighters. How are you, Patrick?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's good. So let's get right into it. So can you tell us what is a volunteer firefighter?
It's basically someone who volunteers their work for the fire department here in Rockland that basically works after hours. I know they have full-time firefighters during the day, so after hours is mainly manned by volunteers.
So can you go into a little more detail? What's the difference between a career firefighter and a volunteer firefighter?
It's I mean, as far as I understand, the training is, if not the same, it's very similar. But I think it's the fact that you're employed part-time rather than full-time.
Yeah, so what were some of the reasons that you wanted to become a volunteer firefighter?
It's always something that's interested me. I mean, I've always enjoyed giving my time to the community. I know I've been hockey training for my son for the past 5 years on his hockey team. I've coached baseball in Rockland and Wendover, but I've never had the time to give my time for volunteer firefighting because it's not the same as giving your time for a baseball season. I mean, it's part-time, but it's still very time-consuming. And I'm at a point in my life where I do have the time now, and I saw a posting, and I applied, and here I am.